tonight? How's it going? Waiting on some of y'all to get here. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Blessed evening. Hello, you all. Hello. Thank you for joining me live. As you come in, kindly push the like button. As you come in, kindly push the like button. I hope everybody's day was a great day, ending good. Salut à tout le monde, comment nous y est? Pendant nous ap entre à, pese thumbs up là, tout le monde. Semble figi a fatigué. Nous a figi m fatigué aujourd'hui. See, I look a little bit tired today, y'all. I'm actually not as tired I usually be, but I'm feeling a little bit tired. But I just want to thank you all so much for joining me live. We got a good and pretty interesting title tonight. Good evening, Mr. Seal. How's it going? How's it going? Thank you for joining me. And as we continue, you all, please let me know if you all are able to see me. I want to always tell you all to please share the lives as it is going on with more and more people so that we could just get the word out to more people that Life in Haiti is live, y'all. Tell more people about it so that we can have more people on the live. So I know y'all see the title for tonight. Good evening, sis. How's it going? Good evening. How are you doing? Why does certain things happen to us, okay? And I'm titling this that way because of a certain experience I had on the road. Was it yesterday? I want to say it was yesterday. And it was really, really uplifting and eye-opening. Stallion says, I think you may be the next Miss Who Queen. Hello, Stallion. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, as always, Stallion, for joining me live. Thank you. You all please share the live with other people so we can get some more people on the live to make it, to get more support, okay? Look out for the upcoming upload for in the morning, 9:45 a.m. So y'all can get a sneak peek to see just how far we are with the project. Today, I actually went out pricing things for the project. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all. Hello, sis. How's it going, my sister Rolene? Thank you so much for joining me live. Thank you for your love, your continuous support of Life in Haiti, as always, sis, from day one. Just want to tell you I love you for that. I have a few other people that has came on boat with me to support the projects. I just want to thank you all. As we close this project that we have on the table, one of the main things I did not want to do was just close the project because we know that this project really, there was a lot of attention that's needed at the project, okay? We went there, the clothes was all soiled. It was a lot. No beds, no table, anything to sleep on or anything. So what I would like to do for the project is to make sure that we leave it where we know that that little girl have somewhere to lay down and definitely that she has somewhere to sit. So thank you all so much for your continuous support of the project. Just be patient and see exactly what we can do. But we'll get started with the title for tonight, you all. which is why does certain things happen to us? Um, Sis Arlene, is the internet working good? Can you tell me? Let me know if the internet is working good so I can very good. That's great. That's great. So you all yesterday, and you will get to see the exact project too that I had going on. But working fine. That's great. So yesterday, you all, as I was out and about, and I don't want to spoil the surprise, but you get to see it in the upcoming upload in the morning to see exactly what I was out and about doing. I came across an older lady. She looked it very clean, prestigious, and she pretty much had jewelry on. And she was out there with the with my own assumption. I assumed she was in need because I saw her out walking around and she was selling little candies and a little candy thing. So of course, one of the things I always do outside of just what I show, I love people, okay? So when I see an elder person in my country, in the marché, which is the street market, okay, where it's everybody zoom, 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 zooming around, and I see her just asking people like to buy some candy from her. I went by, and then I turned around and came back. She was still on my spirit. I said, so I'm going to stop. So I stopped and I called her over and I asked her, was she selling candies? And maybe at first we really didn't understand each other, but she was like, yes. And I told her, I said, I'm not here to buy your candy. What I want to do is just bless you, which at that time, believe it or not, I didn't even have much money for myself. But it's not about money, like I told you all, to bless somebody. So I had 250 goods, which is $50 Haitian money, and it equals to about $2.50 US money. And I told her, I said, here, I want to bless you with this. And she looks at me and in her prestigious, clean, way, she says, I'm not in need. I'm not in need. And I said, well, you look like you're not in need. And y'all will get to see this video too in the morning. Yet I wanted to touch base on it because I go live tonight. And I feel like this is a good subject. She says, I'm not in need. And I said, ou pa semble moun ki nan bezwen tou. Sa m tap di nan tet mwen, sa ka pase. And she says, I'm recovering from a breakdown. Okay, watch the video tomorrow. And I said, wow. Anyways, I just had to talk to her a little bit further. She is one that's well off in Haiti, been living on her high horse, had a whole nervous breakdown. I know I did not go in depth to ask why. But I titled the live, Why Does Certain Things Happen to Us? Okay? Because that was a prime story. Okay? She had a whole nervous breakdown, and that nervous breakdown brought her to her reality. That in Haiti, all the money she had, living in the big mansions and separating herself from the people, did not mean anything. She needed to be a part of the people, okay? So her walking around giving candy, giving us the assumption that she was selling them. She wasn't selling them. She was walking around giving them out to people, which is her way of communing with people, getting involved, not separating herself, realizing exactly what's more important. As I left that older lady, it was like, wow, she had an epiphany, right? That epiphany was basically her moment of revelation. Hold on a second, you all. I need to charge my phone. I've been out all day and I don't have charge, so I have to charge this up. That was her moment of revelation of what's important to us, okay? To where when she had the nervous breakdown, wherever she went mentally, she realized there was so much more to life than whatever she was worshiping. Y'all, why does certain things happen to us? So I've been pondering on it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to share this with my peoples. Because a lot of times when things happen to us, we automatically take it. I think it's the moment of fear for us, the unknown, for whatever it is, okay? Human beings, we do not like change. And when things suddenly happen to us in a moment that throws us out of whack, such as a medical diagnosis, a divorce, a major loss, something that really disturbs your spirit, okay? We tend to take it and go somewhere with it that is not intended to go. So I titled this, Why Does Certain Things Happen to Us? And if you a person that's like me, in the midst of what I'm going through, I do sometimes go through it with that fear, of what's next. But then again, I sat back and I thought about it. I said, wow, look at this lady. She has everything. She's in the street market with what we call not the so well off people in Haiti. She's well off. She's blending in, realizing that's. So sometimes things happen to us, y'all, for various reasons. These are my reasons, and I would like to hear some of you all's reasons, okay? Number one, I do believe certain things happen to us, you all, to take us out of our comfort. A lot of the times our comfort is what we used to, but are we really stagnated in our comfort? Are we so comfortable that we become mean, we become selfish, we become self-centered? We become worldly and very materialistic with our comfort, because our comfort becomes what we are used to. Our comfort becomes the mind. Then we really, really lose track of, if you ask me, our purpose. Okay, so a lot of the times when things happen to us is to get us out of our comfort zone. It's to, second, you ask me, which is one of the biggest things, and it probably should have been number one, is to teach us a lesson, to learn a lesson. Là, on bagay passe nous tellement pas comprendre, c'est pour nous montrer nous une leçon. Et pas seulement montrer nous une leçon, mais la donne tout nous apprendre une leçon. So it's not just you learn the lesson, but it also teaches a lesson, okay? You can learn from your mistakes, or you become a symbol of your mistake. That lady, what stood out for her situation was the fact that she wasn't going to be a symbol of her mistake, of what happened to her. She realized that whatever it is that happened to her, her nervous breakdown, she started appreciating life more. She started telling God, thank you. She started understanding what life is really about. And it's not about all the big tangible things which she has or have had in the past. It was bigger. Life is bigger than that. You know, we can interact. We don't have to be on a high pedestal, and we can interact with each other and be right there with each other and understand each other. Stallion says the Hugh women in Ghana and Togo by be jealous of you. Stallion, why? Mr. Jackson says, good evening, Life in Haiti family and Maria. I'm at work taking a sneak peek. Also, the internet is good. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Hold on a second. So I just got a message. I could have made a mistake too on the live, because I intended to schedule it for 7:30, but I was told it was scheduled for 8 or something. So I do apologize for that, you all. But we are live here, so kindly you all give the video a like as you come in. Thank you all so much who's supporting and who's watching and learning a lesson, you know, getting just the message in this. So when things happen to us, you all, let's not get discouraged. Whatever is happening to us in our lives, please make sure that we look at things from a positive aspect. We always need to look at things from God aspect, and from, some people would say, from the higher power. What is there to learn? What is genuinely our purpose, and why are things happening? Third, I believe a lot of things happen to us for growth. When you are blessed to come out of certain things, you all, people won't understand you. You be that crazy woman. You be that obsessed woman. You be that obsessed man. You be that crazy man. You know why? Because you and your brother walked the same walk. You made it, and he didn't make it. You found a newfound appreciation for what you went through. So people don't understand that growth. They say, oh, my brother Shamai, you crazy. You know? And it's not the fact that you're crazy, but you came to that revelation that there is so much more to life than what meets the eye. That there is so much more to your purpose than just something that's worldly now. Let's just say some Louis Vuitton shoes or something small. But there's more to life than that. So keep in mind that certain things happen to us so that we can learn a lesson. Certain things happen to us to take us out of our comfort. When we come out of our comfort, we start growing. We start not solely focusing on ourselves, but we start looking around and smelling the roses. And that is exactly what we want to do in this life. We always want to be our brother's keeper. Whether we like it or not, we are our brother's keeper. Shermaya Charles says, good evening, my sister. Good evening, Shermaya. How's it going? So you all, what do you all think? Why does certain things happen to us? What do you all think? Why does certain things happen to us? And how would you respond to it, or how have you responded to it? And when you see this video, I didn't put too much on it, okay? You know, a lot of people are pretty private, but you pretty much got the basis of it from the beginning of it, of what, the raw version, the quick raw version of it. What have happened to you that's been an epiphany, and how has it helped you to change? How have you grew from it? Mr. Jackson says, my comfort zone is the things that I know, things that I do every day. I could easily get thrown off track if I don't see the familiar. But you got to trust God, Mr. Jackson, because there are certain places that God is going to take us that you won't see the familiar. And anything I speak on this platform is from experience. And if you're familiar with me, I'm quick to tell you, I don't know anything about that. I'm willing to learn. Can you teach me? Because I don't know anything about it. Okay? Why I say that? When we only focus on what's familiar, then we're not growing. We're not growing. And as human beings, we need to put ourselves in a position where we are continuously growing. We're looking around, we're seeing other things. When we stuck in what's familiar to us or what we know, then we take away from ourselves. I was reading how much percentage of our brains as human beings do we really use? When you get into unfamiliar territory, you grow in every way, because you give yourself the chance, the ability, you grasp onto the capability of using more of your brain than you would normally use in a situation that you are familiar with. I say in everything we go through, we must trust God. Trust that we can cast all our worries, everything onto Him, and that He will see us through, and everything will work in His timing. Not our timing, in His timing. And just before I move forward from Mr. Jackson, when you mention, I could easily get thrown off track if I don't see the familiar. I remember when I first came to Haiti, I battled with that. I was easily thrown off track when I woke up and didn't see the familiar, or didn't see what I assumed would be familiar for me, or what I thought I should be seeing. And it was driving me crazy. And as long as I stayed in that space mentally, I was stagnated. I was no longer growing. I was falling in self-pity. Every day, everything was always about me. Why this happened to me? Why that happened to me? Why I was so unhappy? Why was this? Well, I could not look outside of the box. I'm back, you all. Not sure if you all heard me, but when you're so busy or so easily thrown off track, when you don't see the familiar, you put yourself in a depressing stage too. You just gotta let go and let God, and most of all, trust Him. Trust Him. My sister Arlene says, Romans 5 says, suffering produces perseverance, character, and hope. Very true, very true. Amen, my sister. Arlene says, horrible things will happen to us in this life because of the sins of men, but there have to be hope in Jesus. That's right. Thank you for sharing that, sis. There have to be hope. We cannot always just focus on the things of this earth. We're going to always keep in mind that we are passing by. We are passing on this earth, but this is not our home. What is the legacy? When something happens to us, what should we be learning from it? Do we want to become a symbol of what happened to us? Or do we want to continue to grow? Do we want to continue to be a better person? Do we want to trust God that everything that has happened to us is to work to make us a better person, a better man, a better woman? In her story, it definitely made her a better person. I was so thrown back and was so happy just by her sharing what she had shared that quick. A part of my selfish side said, wow, I kind of wish some of our officials had a nervous breakdown. I don't really wish that they would literally have what she had medically, but I just wish that they would have that epiphany, that moment of revelation, that moment of change, that moment of realization that there's so much more to life than greed. There's so much more to life than just this and just that. And let's see if we can start caring more about people, this and that, and see what could be the result of it, because I've been doing this for this long. This happened to me, so I need to do something different. My sister Kay says, hello everyone. Just getting in, didn't know it already started, but glad I'm here. Hi, Sis Marie. Hello, sis. And thank you for joining me tonight. You all, please share the live with other people. Thank you so much, my sister Kate. Please share the live with a friend. Tell more people about it. Merle Lucas, say hi, Miss Marie. Hello, Miss Merle. How's it going? The Clinton Cannon, the Cannon family. You've carried 10 people, 10 people. Thank you so much, my number one fans. I love you all. Y'all know it. God loves y'all, and I pray that you are blessed abundantly. And thank you so much for your continuous support of Life in Haiti. Thank you all so much. God bless you all. Clinton Cannon says, I love Haiti because Haiti made my wife the best woman in the world. And I am American. I do know that. And for a lot of Haitians that travel abroad, especially at maybe teenage age where you can really remember exactly your experience there, that was like, I think Haiti was in a way your epiphany, your revelation as to what life can be compared to what it is for you right now. Now, nobody's life is perfect, but coming from certain countries to America, Canada, or certain, first world, more developed countries, it would definitely teach you appreciation. It would teach you, like my parents, who always live a certain way, to do right. Merle Lucas says, how to donate. There are several ways you may donate. You may donate through the Cash App. You may donate through YouTube on Super Chat, Super Sticker. You may also donate right now. You may donate through the GoFundMe, definitely for the project at hand. And I'm sure I saw the link in the live a few minutes ago. So you all click on the link, share the link with more people. And the project is still going on. The project is my number one focus. But in between, I do my lives to make sure, to touch base with you all and definitely let you all see my face, hear from you all to let you all know I'm here. Actually, today, you all, I did not work. The site, no one worked. Why? I've been having some problems with getting the rest of the sand up. We had somebody for the sand, we paid that person, and then that person backdoored and became a whole nother person once they got the money and brought up half of it. Because at any site you are, do not want confrontation. We do know the state of this country. I said, you know what? Let it go. I tell anybody that life in Haiti money is money that is blessed money. So when you take that money and you leave with it, if I got out there and did whatever you think you would want me to do, that would be a bigger blessing for you, because that's God's money. You go deal with Him. You took from Him. Because each and every one of you all that stands behind Life in Haiti, no one touched your heart to donate to Life in Haiti but God. I could not have found you, could not have knocked on your door, any of that. Anyways, we paid him 1,500, and now today I had to find somebody else and pay $8,000 to them to get the sand up. So if it's not one thing, you all, it's another. So I do know that the devil is hard at work, and what it is they're mad. One of the things I always say, I don't ever go anywhere and start something without seeing it to completion. And that is exactly what we'll do. Tomorrow, today, I had someone working, taking the sand back, taking the sand up there so that the workers will have it to prep the walls, do that good stuff. Wait and see on the upload to see how far we are, you all. We are pretty far. I know I get on screen and I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you like 1,000 times. But I want to thank you all 10,000 more times, because the work that I do, many other people in Haiti do. We're not able to do it without the love and support of many of y'all who watches in the background. As I watch this project myself, compared to a lot of projects we've done, it was not an easy one. It was easy, yet it was obstacles in the way from the beginning, from us getting getting the material, taking it to where it's at, getting it to the site. But every obstacle that came in the way, God made a way. He removed that mountain on the mountain. That's just how good God is. So just be sure to check out the recent upload and please share it. You all, as you come in, kindly give this live a like. Kindly give this live a like. Miss Lucille says, hey Marie, I think through suffering we find our humanity. We empathize more with people. We judge less. That's been my experience. We love more unconditionally. You writing my poem. Because once certain things does happen to you, right? Once certain things happen to you, you start loving people more. You start not judging people. For myself, some of the things that God have forgiven me for, reassured me that He loves me unconditionally for. Anybody that knows me will tell you I don't hold grudges against anybody. There are people who wants me to hold grudges, but it doesn't live here. I refuse to. You know why? Because if He can forgive me for my transgressions, who am I to say I can't forgive my brother or my sister for theirs? Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I think that's how I'm able to love people too. I'm able to do what I do, because I remember one of my viewers sent me a text and they asked, how are you able to do what you do? And the question threw me so far back. I told the man, look, give me a few days and let me write this down before I even answer it for you, okay? I will be answering it in a few minutes, but few days. Because he had touched something. He had taught me something just within that question. But I know from my experience, when I was down and out, what got me to stand on my 2 feet, what got me to where I am. So the same love which was given to me by patient, kind, loving people, people who exemplified what genuine love is, true. You said, some people say there's no such thing as unconditional. You haven't been loved, baby. Because there are great people out there that will love you, that will pray for you, that will stand with you, as long as they know that that person is worth it and they see it in you. And that's just, I think that's how I operate. As I go, today I was driving you all through Haiti. Why does certain things happen to us? It's a title. Before I go on and on, please hit the like button, you all, as you come in. I wanted to cry, you all. I really did. Seeing the struggle of our Haitian people. And my little cousin who's in the car with me, he didn't understand why I was sad instantly. And I told him, I wish that you would travel so that you can see how people live. So that when you see these kind of things, they can move you in a way that when you love people, absolutely no way for you not to want to do something that would start delivering and helping people. You see everybody just roaming with buckets, and you see some people with their little comes, and I'm like, God, when are you gonna deliver my people? This is like my mom, this is my sister, this is my brother pushing a wheelbarrow, and when do they get delivered? Like, I went to the States at a young age, and I see how people were living when I left Haiti in 1994 in America. My peoples are living like it's a time that they're living in today in certain areas. I guess I wasn't even born in that time in America, because it was nothing near that. And I'm sure many other countries. I do believe certain things happen to people for a reason, and certain things happen to countries for a reason. I pray that the lesson that needs to be learned is learned soon by our people, so that God can deliver us. We know the story. What is it? Day's trip took 40 years. We all believe that's exactly what could be happening with our country. Sad people, you all. And no way for you to have a love for humanity, and you go into anything, any country like Haiti, for you not to want to know the difference. One of the things, I don't want to get off subject, but I want to encourage people too to continue to fight the good fight, knocking on lawmakers' doors all over the world that can make a difference in Haiti. We can get businesses open. We can get things happening. So much happened in the country between today, this week. People dying, you all. People driving recklessly. People just doing anything and giving the human life no value. I think things happen to us to open our eyes. Let's not be a symbol of a mistake, but let's learn from it. Let's be overcomers with everything that happens to us. Miss Morel says, I sent some money on Cash App. Morel, thank you so much, Miss Morel. May God bless you. Thank you so very much. You've carried 30 people, Miss Morel. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you, my sister. You all kindly share the live. Why does certain things happen in our lives? My examples is number one, to take us out of our comfort zone. Two, to teach us a lesson, to learn a lesson. You can learn from your mistakes or become a symbol of your mistakes. Third but not least, and I believe it's the most important one too, growth. When God bring you out of certain things, absolutely no way for you not to be obsessed, for you not to be crazy. People don't understand. Marie, why do you do what you do, girl? Leave these people alone. No, you don't understand me. We're not on the same path. So you can never understand. I don't expect for you to. Because my calling is not yours. And it's okay because we all have one. So when certain things happen and you respond certain way positively and then people try to steer you one way, don't worry about when people say you're acting crazy. There's some things God took you through and you see he didn't allow your sister to make it through it, but you made it through it. Some of my peoples are, beat cancer, beat so much, been through so much, overcame it. And people don't understand. They can't. When you go to church Sunday and you start running around, they gonna think you crazy, because you are. You're not like them. You didn't get the same blessing as a lot of people did, because he did something for you that you witnessed he didn't do for somebody else. You appreciate it more. And yeah, you're a little obsessed. There's nothing wrong with that. Mama Nina says, yes, Marie, the struggle is real. Deliverance is coming soon, Marie. We gotta believe it. That is right. Miss Rolene says, the struggle is real. Listen to you talking, make me want to cry. No, sis, don't cry. Don't cry, sis. My sister Arlene says, yes, yes. The first time I went to Haiti, I felt like my many years of shipping clothing was worthless. The need is so great in Haiti. Yes, it's great. I think of myself too. I think of the major lack of education. I think of the simple information which could deliver our people that they hide from our people. You got a lot of beautiful, smart, intelligent women, hardworking women that are way overworked and underpaid. Everything is taught to be done in such a hard way, which could be done so much easier. I have one of my sisters who's been a supporter of Life in Haiti too, that contacts me and she says, Marie, you like to build, yada, yada, yada. You need a cement machine, a rock crusher machine. And then she sends me a video, give me an example of what it is. This will save you money on your next project. And then I think about it. And then I have guys working for me, crushing rocks by hands without personal protective glasses, no anything. Why is it that is being withheld from our people? Why are we still doing the old, below basic way when life has moved on? We really need a different way in Haiti. We really do. Plant Freak BK says, good evening, Marie, and people in the chat, good evening, my brother. How's it going? Belle Elias, as you all come in, kindly give this live a like, you all, and share the live with other people. Why do certain things happen? What do you learn from it? How did you grow from it? Ben Ellis says, I was 5 years old when I realized what type of country I was living in. Your little cousin does too. He just used to seeing it. Yeah. Used to seeing it and really have not physically experience something different, to be able to feel what I feel. Because you can put five different people in a scenario and it'll definitely give you five different feelings, because most of our perspective stems from our experience. I don't know if y'all getting that. Most of our perspective, something may not traumatize someone where it will another. Kind of like kids. You know, you turn off the lights on one, you don't know. A few of them may be in there playing and one may be in there screaming, because last time that happened, it wasn't a good experience. It was something painful. So, my cousin knows it's not right from hearing people talk about it, from hearing people say it. But have he ever really experienced what people are saying? No. Elevate the great. People who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Keep it up. Love your energy. It's real. Stay focused. Stay positive. I love you, my brother. Thank you so much. Elevate the great. Stopping by and visiting your sister. Thank you so very much. That's right. It's the crazy people that make life changing things in our world. It's the people that people don't believe in them. We got Facebook. When you read all of those great people, great mind stories, to begin with, people doubted them. They didn't support what they were feeling, what they were seeing, where they was going. But they went there. That's why I do encourage you all from the last live, don't give up on yourself. Whatever you dream, when someone tell you you can't do it, that is exactly what you stay focused on. And if you, like me, I'm going to prove to you that you're going to eat those words, specifically if it's something positive, something which will be a blessing to others. So why does certain things happen to us? It's to help us grow. Certain things happen to us in our lives is to make us a better person. It's to get us out of that selfish way, that complacent, stagnated life that we're living, and to start getting us to understand that there's so much more to life, but you got to live life with a purpose. It's all teaching us lessons. Teaching us, learning lessons, teaching lessons. How do you take it? How do you perceive it? Do you just become a sad symbol of what happened to you? Do you become a stigma of what happened to you? People say, I'm an alcoholic, so I just drink. Or did you have that life-changing experience with alcohol that said, you know what? How about I tell people about not drinking? Because this is what happened to me. And I share it with everybody and become an overcomer. Because if I continue to do this, what would I do? Destroy myself. So tomorrow in the morning, you are at 9:45. As you watch this upload, I want you all to pay attention to the end of the premiere so that you can see exactly what I am talking about with this live tonight. This lady is an elder woman. Looked it out of place. She was very clean. Looked it like in Haiti she belonged in somebody's bureau. You can very well tell she was walking a path she didn't belong in. And me, it didn't matter if she belonged or not. Just the fact that she looked at it like she was an elder. And if she was losing her mind, she was in her early stages to me. And if I could help her to catch herself before it got too far, I'd rather play an asset to that than a liability. So we went to help. But in helping, I learned a lesson. What she taught me was all the money and everything else she had didn't stop her from having a nervous breakdown. Didn't stop certain things from happening to her. So she got off her high horse because she realized, so what? I live in the best neighborhood. I got the best of everything. I don't want for nothing in it, but am I really happy? I wasn't happy. So I needed to get off that high horse and, like I said, mingle with the people, feel a part. I'm no better than you. You know why? We say all the big names. I use Bill Gates. He may have a gold casket, but he will be buried just as the next man you see walking down the street with nothing. He may have a bigger memory, bigger burial, whatever it is. But none of us is better than the other. Naked we come and naked we go. So know that things happen to us for a reason. We must be thankful. Start looking and paying attention to the things which is happening to you. Pay attention to your life too and the people that are in your life. Certain simple things. It could be traffic. Sometimes I think, all right, I'm getting mad, but no, I'm not going to get mad. Because God is making way for me up front. Because I could be running up front and right where I was running to be, when I get there, something is there that clearly would have traumatized me had it been me. It was a lesson for me to learn to be more patient, go with the flow. Jean Manuel dit poser. Poser son chéri. So let's learn everything that happens to us. Let's take it in stride. I took, sometimes I meet people who live in Haiti with the bad stigma of a deportee. And then I tell them my story and they look at me and they look at my story and they, Madame. And they say, you don't look like your story. I'm not supposed to. I went through the fire and come out not even smelling like smoke. You don't look like what you've been through. And that's just how it's supposed to be. Why? Because I allowed a certain revelation, certain things that happened in my life to be that epiphany moment for me. That was my moment of realization that I did not want to continue down that path. That wasn't a good path for me, so I needed to find a way to get off this road or make a U-turn. And when I say I didn't want to make a U-turn because I no longer wanted to travel back down that path. I didn't want to meet some old, so I needed to do something different. And that's exactly how y'all got life in Haiti today. Mama Nina says, whenever you don't conform with the norm, you are seen as crazy. The crazy ones are the ones who dare to act and bring about a change to the norm. Very true. Very true. I remember when I came to Haiti, before we come up on the, before we end, deportees were this, they were that. All of that was good. But I was crazy about my deportee status. You know why? Because it meant something different to me. It was my second chance. It was my deliverance. It was my freedom. And I didn't care if the norm, whatever they did, whatever they said they did, by the way I lived, by my actions, people were going to know that I was setting a different trend. And with my whole team, there was no ends, ifs, or buts about it. That was stamped. We were doing something different. Got all the guys and everybody, this is what we're doing. And as I think back from that epiphany, me way before I even came to Haiti, things that was happening to prepare me for today. And I said, you know, when God changed you, he allows you to bless other people too. He allows you to see that rubs off, that other people will learn and they will follow and they will do great things too. Why? Because I didn't conform to the norm. So I taught others too that had been okay with the norm, that thought that the norm was the only way to be. No, the norm is not the only way to be. And this is what we can and this is what we will do. And in that, I'm telling you, we got a big movement in Haiti. Positive movement with what? Deportees. Because of that epiphany. That's a blessing, I think. King Yancey says, shalom, shalom, sis. Just dropped in to say hi. Can't stay, enjoy. Wish you and everyone in the live love and prosperity. Thank you so very much, King Yancey. God bless you. So you all, you know, stepping out of the norm made ways for a lot of people, a lot of my peers, a lot of people in Haiti. And he gave people a different outlook too. He gave you the strength to say, you know what? Yes, I am this, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a change. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And as my sister mentioned, it's just the beginning. I've yet to push into a fifth of what God has in store for me to do, especially for the people of Haiti. So I always ask y'all to keep me in prayer so I can stay healthy, stay strong, keep pushing, and always be a teacher too, an encourager, to continue to be a blessing and to guide, you know. And when you're trying to lead, you always need to be in prayer, because when people are looking up to you, you don't want to make certain mistakes, because you held accountable for certain things, you know, for almost everything. And God is just good, you all. He is good. So know that in your experiencing certain things which is happening to you, when you take it in a positive stride, you know, you start blessing a lot of other people. You change other people's lives too. It's not just your life. Other people's lives start changing too. You start giving them a different perspective. You start making it okay for people to not be normal, to be crazy, and it's okay to dream big, and it's okay. You can and you will. Sister to Sister says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sister to Sister. How's it going? And, oh, y'all, I need a spanking. One of my favorite little person birthday is today. Sister to Sister, you must follow me everywhere. But yes, today you all is my handsome little nephew's birthday. He is also on my thumbnail. Thank you, Sister to Sister. Shame on me. So handsome, all the way from Haiti. Ain't he want to wish you a happy 4th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I love you, Jeremiah. Happy fourth birthday, handsome. And I hope you are having a good time at Chuck E. Cheese. Wish I could be there with you all because y'all know I definitely know how to have a kid party. Thank you so much, sister, for reminding me. You got to tell me your Facebook name too, so because I know you follow me some way for you to know today is my nephew's birthday. Mama Nina says, and you have yet to discover the greater plan that God has for you, Marie. You just keep exemplifying God in everything that you do and watch the blessings come down. Prayers goes up, blessings come down. Sister says 4-year-old man means he's 20. Nowadays with these kids, right? You might as well give him 25, right? I was on the phone with him and I asked, I said, handsome, how was your day? And he's like answering me just like straight up. And I tell him, I said, what did you get for your birthday? And he takes the phone, switch it, showing me all his stuff. And I said, wow, what is this? What is that? And he's like, can you see? And I said, what's your favorite gift? He had clothes, blankets. That baby was showing me stuff, okay? Some Superman looking stuff. Then he had a scooter, like. And I said, well, of all the gifts you got, what's your favorite gift? And he takes me, he says, this one, he says, the scooter. And I said, well, if your auntie could buy you something, what would you want auntie to buy you? So he takes me to, later on, my sister verifies, it's a hoverboard. He says, I want new rollers. And I'm like, at that time, I'm thinking, shoot, it must be his. And, he don't have any rollers. So I'm like, okay, let me talk to your mom. So I'm asking my sister, I'm like, sis, what is that, that white thing he got? He don't have rollers on there. He need new rollers. She's like, no, that's your daughter's hoverboard. And I'm like, why did he say he wanted? She's like, yeah, he wants it, but he's only 4. He can't ride on it. So then he comes back and he tells me, no, I really can't. I'm afraid I'm going to fall. I'm like, boy, these kids today, they're very different, pretty smart. He's very, very, very smart, you all. And I just want to, y'all wish him a happy birthday for me. Happy birthday, my nephew, all the way from Haiti. These are simple days that makes me realize how far away from home I am. But I hope that I know for a fact that on this Cinco de Mayo day too, for my Hispanic followers, I want to wish you all a happy Cinco de Mayo. Hey, not de Mayo. Oh, all the way from Texas. Well, you all, thank you so very much for spending this time with me this beautiful Wednesday. Kind to one another. I don't know. I wouldn't just want to share this. I don't want nobody to steal my ideas, but let's not look at people by appearance only, okay? When we see there may be a need, whether they clean, dirty, whatever it is, if God put it on your heart, step outside of the norm to be there to assist, to help. Because you never know in wanting to assist without gaining anything, exactly where your blessings come in at. I went to bless somebody with $2.50 American $2.50 American money, and she blessed me for a lifetime and returned my and gave me what I assumed she was selling. She gave to me for free. Best candy gift I ever got. because I knew that she was out like Marie, roaming the streets, rewriting her wrongs. Grant yourself that ability, okay? No one is perfect. So when we start thinking that we are too perfect to mingle amongst the people, amongst others, to be kind and show love and show compassion, you want to ask God to start helping you to redirect, okay? Casanova live in direct says, hi, Arlene Wade. Hello, Casanova live in direct. Thank you all so very much. Y'all have a blessed night. Please like, share, and subscribe to Life in Haiti. Definitely, if you enjoy the content, y'all stay blessed and have a blessed night. Good night, you all.